Hi, everyone. On April 7th, I went back to Sacramento with colleagues from Women Are Real and other allied groups to attend the committee hearings for 4 bad bills in the California legislature. I was able to personally go to 3 hearings, as there were 2 bills whose hearings conflicted in timing. And I want to focus in particular on the Senate bill, SB 934, submitted by Scott Wiener. This bill would prolong the statute of limitations to sue therapists who engaged in so-called conversion therapy, and like other bills of the sort, problematically conflates gender identity with sexual orientation. Johnny, a young gay man who detransitioned, testified against the bill, as did Laura Haynes, who worked with foster care kids. The good news is that compared to the last time I was in Sacramento, the politicians on the committee, in this case the Senate Judiciary Committee, were more eager to listen and ask decent questions. In regards to the Democrats, Senator Caballero seemed to express genuine empathy for the people testifying, while Senator Weber-Pearson hinted at willingness to work with people like us about the bill, which would be great, but I don't see these Democrats actually willing to work with us on this issue in practice. I thought the 2 Republicans on the committee did a much better job at asking hard-hitting questions than the Republicans in past committees when I've been present. Senator Valladares asked some questions to an expert about how the law would change the evidentiary standards in ways that are atypical for psychiatric medical malpractice cases. That is, the bill would rely on the testimony of expert witnesses to determine whether a therapist engaged in so-called conversion therapy. And Senator Niello really had hit Wiener hard and really seemed to know his stuff. Niello invoked the Caste Review repeatedly. He acknowledged, and this is important, the difference between actual conversion therapy, like a gay kid being pressured by their parents to change their sexual orientation, and just honest psychotherapy. He said the former is wrong, and the Caste Review opposes that sort of conversion therapy, and no one in the room is advocating that. Wiener kept trying to characterize the Caste Review as a disputed report, and Niello came back by saying, well, you dispute it. Feisty moment there. He also got Wiener to acknowledge that this bill would extend the statute of limitations to beyond what is typical for medical malpractice lawsuits in California. That said, despite the dialogue, the bill passed committee as expected. So while the dialogue was greatly improved, we still haven't moved the needle to get politicians to break with their party line votes.